All right, what's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me once again on the Michael Marr Show. Today is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. This is Season 2, Episode 26, and I am joined today by Salisbury Savage, Ben Kling, one of my great friends. Went to different middle schools, went to the same high school, though, but now he goes to Salisbury University. Want to say what's up to everyone?
How you doing?
Yes, sir. Going to be a phenomenal episode, but should we jump right into some sports update? Quick sports update?
NBA, baby.
Yeah, so I actually found the statistic last night. The players are shooting better inside the bubble. They're from three-point line average when they're playing in front of crowds, 38%. In the bubble, they're shooting 43%, so 5% better. Free throw percentage, 77 normally, 81% in the bubble. Now, why do you think they're playing so much better and shooting so much better inside the bubble compared to in front of crowds?
I mean, the closed gyms, when you're shooting a smaller gym and like the walls are closer to the basket, it's just everything seems so much closer. So if you're in an aux gym of middle school, it's just going to be way easier to shoot. And I mean, playing in an NBA stadium with like 30,000 seats or how many ever seats there is, like that just goes back, like even in like Capital One Arena, like I always think about when I go to games, like how you shoot free throws and stuff.
Yeah, and he even said off camera before we started recording that because he played basketball back in the day, he was like phenomenal stud, big time shooter, and he said every gym that he went to, him and his dad, because his dad was the coach of him for many years, that's the first thing they would look at is the perception in the gym. And I thought that was brilliant. That you said that was the first thing that you guys keyed in on when you pulled up to an arena.
Yeah, I mean that's why Stonebridge is close to the wall, easy to shoot.
Now, what high school would you say in Loudoun County is like the opposite? Is like harder to shoot at?
Pop Fall is just because of the rims, man.
They got some shitty rims?
Yeah. Come on, Coach Halls, you're better than that.
Yeah, Coach Halls, we are better than that. But, yeah, like I said, they're shooting 5% better from three-point land, which is a big-time jump, and 4% better from the free throw line. But, yeah, I mean, the games have been phenomenal so far. I just want them to start with playoffs. I mean, I'm tired of this, like, scrimmage stuff, regular season. Like, I'm trying to see them get after it.
Dude, I've been I think it was Saturday. I watched every single game. I just sat on the couch and watched every single game. Yeah. So I like it, dude. I just feel like I'm getting an idea of what teams can do and what teams can't do. So playoff time comes, I'm gonna know who's gonna win.
Yeah. Who you think? I mean, right off the bat, obviously the Lakers are the favorite. But what teams do you think in the West, before they even meet a Eastern Conference team, what team do you think is going to give them the most trouble?
From the West?
From the West.
Oh, probably from the West, I like the Jazz or the Trailblazers, man.
Jazz are tough, dude.
Yeah.
I love the Jazz.
I mean, the West is tough. I just feel like anyone can really make it out of the West. Like, you have the Nuggets, the Clippers, the Lakers.
The Rockets.
I'm not a big fan of the Rockets, man. Like, I just, like... They're good regular season ball, but, I mean...
What do you think about Harden, though?
Oh, yeah.
He's a bucket.
Yeah, I mean...
Shoots a million times, though.
Melo's looking good, too.
Yeah. Slight. Honestly, I mean...
He had a double-double last night.
Last night? See, I haven't been keeping up.
Against Mike D'Antoni.
See, I shouldn't really be talking right now because I haven't been keeping up with any of the games. I'm just waiting for playoffs to start. But I did see Devin Booker's buzzer beater last night. Were you watching that game live?
No, I was coaching, actually, and I got the update from Bleacher Report. And I was coaching my little 7th graders, and I just had to stop practice and let them all watch it on the phone, man.
Dude, it was so cool.
Kobe was proud of that one, man. The footwork.
Kobe definitely was. Yeah, wasn't he a mentor to him and Jason Tatum?
Yeah.
Those just like his two prodigies.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they play like him too.
Yeah, two studs, bro. Tatum is a problem. He's already a problem now, but he's going to be even more of a problem when he...
Once Booker gets out of there, he'll be a lot better. He just needs someone they'll be good. Like DeAndre Ayton's good, but
I was gonna say Ayton's slight. I mean, he's not
just need a better coach.
Yeah, who's their coach now? I feel like the Suns haven't had a good coach in a brick.
I don't know who it is.
Some scrub.
Yeah, really.
Honestly, it must be
a
scrub.
Their new coach every year. Really.
Yeah, it must be a scrub because we don't know. But if you guys didn't see, Devin Booker, he dropped 35 against the Clippers last night. He had the game-tying shot when he pulled up. I think it was like the right elbow or something. It looked nice. And then Kawhi Leonard drives down, catches a nice little mid-range to tie it up again. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna roll the clip for you guys right now so you can see it.
Booker, this is for the win. Got it! Wow!
That was one of the coldest closing shots I've seen. I mean, fading away. He literally went to this side, turned back around, PG on his face, Kawhi not too far away.
Best buzzer beater of the season so far.
For sure.
Bubble or not the bubble, man.
Yeah.
And against the Clippers. And they needed that too.
Yeah, I was about to say because they're one of the teams that are struggling to even make it to the playoffs.
Dude, the West is tough.
I know. That's what I wish they would just let like whoever performs the best in the regular season, like while players resume.
Just top 16.
Yeah, rather than doing 8-8, because like the last 2 or 3 teams coming out of the East are not as good as the teams not going to make it from the West. That don't make it from the West.
Yeah, I mean they're good, but like I just feel like the West has more like recognizable stars. So like when you get to like the lower seeds, like you see Zion and like the Pelicans, but like they're not like they're good, but they're not that good.
Yeah, I feel like the only decent team from the Eastern Conference in the last like 10 years has been the Cavs. Or when LeBron was on the Heat. Yeah, I was gonna say when LeBron and them were on the Heat, but like other than that, it's like always Western Conference teams. That's like 08 though. We gotta go back. We gotta go back to like
10 years. Damn.
No, that's 12 years.
I know,
you're saying it's over? I know. I remember that series. I was talking to James about that the other day when we were working. Like that was the first NBA series that I remember top to bottom. That 08 Lakers Celtics.
I mean, that's really like LeBron's been in the East since 03. And like it's been his East.
He just runs
03.
it. He really does. But yeah, I just feel like it's just always Western Conference teams that are like the powerhouses. But yeah, nevertheless, we're gonna get off some NBA talk. One quick announcement coming from football though: The Rock purchased the XFL for $15 million, along with Redbird Capital. Don't know who the hell they are, but we know who The Rock is. What do you think about that? Like,
I saw he purchased it like so he could give other people opportunities because when he started WWE's because he got cut. But I don't know, that's big, man. He's a money maker, really.
He is.
Like, I'm a Fast and Furious fan, and like they didn't like him in it, and like the Hobbs and Shaw spinoff, but like it's a top seller. He makes money.
That's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be big.
Whatever he does, he brings value to it.
It's just like
you gotta respect that.
Kids from like lower levels, they're going to Canada to play, but now they're going to be able to go to XFL, and like it's just a better look.
It really is.
Easier access to recruit.
I mean,
and I want to go to a DC game. Like I missed that this year.
Yes.
I was upset, man.
I want to go to one of those DC games too at Audi Field.
They're just reckless.
But that's what I'm saying. Like there's like
it's gonna be a hockey environment in football.
I know, and it's sick, and it was so cool because it was literally like it started right after the Super Bowl, so it was just like almost year-round football.
Washington's actually gonna have a football team.
What do you mean?
No skins.
No skin. I mean, I hope we become the DC something, but I mean,
Red Tails.
You like the Red Tails?
Yeah, the Tuskegee Airmen.
I like.
That's a good movie.
I was totally against anything red. Like I wanted to get off like how Redskins. I didn't want it to be the Red Wolves or the Red Tails. I was originally a fan of the Warriors, but now after hearing it, I kind of like the Red Wolves. Red Tails isn't bad. I kind of want it to just be.
I want to be some
DC.
I would like Washington Football Club. Not football team. Like the club makes you sound like elite, like a soccer team kind of.
Dude, how about DCFC? DC Football Club?
Yeah,
like
something
that,
like
I think that's clean. Like I just think that sounds good.
Yeah, and just DC on the helmet or something.
Yeah, like something simple. Because I mean,
you don't need a mascot.
No, we didn't even have a mascot. We had that old dude that was like shoved up with the band section. Like no one knew that was our mascot. He was just a really loyal fan. But yeah, Rock, shout out to Rock. I mean, big time in debt right off the bat though. The league is like millions of dollars in debt, has to pay off stadium rentals and coaches and stuff. So he's not in a good situation right off the bat. But dude, he's the Rock.
You got the money to fund it, man. You can do anything.
That's what I'm saying. And if the Rock is going to bring in so many investors now that he's the face of it, basically, so many investors will want to jump in.
I mean, he's got stuff to do with WWE, so he's going to get good TV deals still. Like people are going to watch it.
Yeah, dude, he's an icon, honestly. But all right, off some XFL talk. Now we got to talk about, of course, the betting game. That was the first thing we talked about when he came down the street today. Draftkings, Fanduel. The boys are huge bettors. But tell everyone about the Draftkings gig that you've been getting into where you're basically your own GM.
So you play a lot of 2K, my team, draft your team, have a salary cap, then you pick 8 players. So LeBron's normally like $11,000 and you have $50,000 for 8 players, and then they base your stats and then add up your points and hit good, make some good money.
Do you have to rock with a full roster, or what if I just wanted to but what if I just wanted to spend all my money on LeBron, Kawhi, and AD? Could I just have 3 players for that night? I know that doesn't really make sense, but like theoretically, could I do that?
I haven't tried it.
So you try? I mean, yeah.
You wouldn't make enough. Like normally when you win, you have like points of $300, and like I mean the biggest night I've seen is Luka. I think was it last night?
I think he did go off last night. I didn't see it, but I remember I saw something
last
on
night or
Twitter.
2 nights. Dude, I watched that game. 30, 20, and 11.
He's
going to be the
He's
GOAT.
cold. And how old is he? Like 24? 23? 22?
21 maybe.
21?
I'm pretty sure.
21?
Me and him are like the same age, kind of.
He's cold, bro.
Oh.
You got. I wish there was more scouting going on in these European leagues.
LaMelo. What do you think about LaMelo Ball?
Oh, he's gonna be a bucket.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, he's huge. Like and he's booming. I mean,
What's your draft? Top 5. Who you picking 1 through 5?
in this year's coming up draft.
Yeah.
LaMelo goes 1. I mean, honestly, I don't even know who else is like. I haven't really been keeping up that much. Like, honestly, I don't know. I'm sure if I saw the scouts on paper, I would know.
His old teammate, the big guy.
Wait, when he was on
Chino, the freshman, the same age.
Yeah, yeah.
See this past year, the Wizards are going to get either him or James Wiseman, man.
Bro, the Wizards need pieces.
The Wizards are looking pretty good, man. Like they have good role players playing right now that'll fill around Beal, hopefully John Wall.
Yeah, well, and they drafted well. I was surprised at how well they drafted last year. They picked up Admiral Schofield from Tennessee, who's a bucket. They were number 1 basically the whole season. And Rui Hachimura, solid.
Yeah, he plays like Kawhi.
Yeah, he's a bucket. So if we can just get John Wall back and
they've been double teaming him the whole time too. That's why.
I know, dude. I tried to watch a Wizards game the other day, and it was just rough, dude. I was like, they're not even trying. Like, obviously they're trying, but it just looks like they're not because they're getting bullied. But now, what do you think? You think there's any chance in hell that Kevin Durant ever plays for the Wizards in his career?
How old is he?
I think he's like 33, maybe 32 or something.
Man,
He's from DC though.
he
For
just
people who
signed,
don't know.
I mean, maybe for like a Jordan year, like the one last year, but like he signed a max deal. Like I think it was like a 4-year contract. It was big.
It was 4 years, but that 4th year is a player option.
Okay.
So, but he didn't play last year or this year, this year was his first year. But I'm pretty sure it expires in 23.
That'd be a dream come true.
That would, dude. I would try
Even
to
if he's old.
Oh yeah, dude, for sure. I don't care if he's basically like on his way to the grave. Honestly, if you strap up a Wizards jersey, best believe I'm paying my money, taking the Metro down to watch you. But yeah, I mean that's all I gotta say about DraftKings, Fanduel. I'm definitely gonna check that out. But I'm not 21 yet, so my betting has been underground, under the table. But once I turn 21, you best believe I'm making both those accounts, and I'm gonna start saucing money around that way. But you said it's pretty easy to do parlays and stuff with them. Like, do they have a wide variety of options?
Well, it's just like different costs. It's like 1 through whatever amount of dollars, but like you can just make as many lineups as you can. They're all their own. It's like March Madness pools. So you get like March Madness pools, and like you do like there's a percentage like you have to be in the money or out of the money. Like depends on your placing. But normally there's like 5,000 to 10,000 people in it. When I won first place, there was 7 or 10,000 in it. It was something crazy.
Yeah, and he said he messes around with teasers. I just recently got into teasers towards the end of college football last year. There hasn't been any sports going on, so nothing to do it. But yeah, teasers are the move.
Get your NBA teasers.
Get your teasers. Dude, start buying picks off Ben, dude. He'll sell them to you.
Hey.
He'll sell you picks.
$5 a pick, man.
I don't hate that, honestly. I mean, I kind of want to start selling some of my UFC picks. Because, I mean, like, sometimes I'll go on a run where I'm hitting a lot, and then sometimes it's like I'm going too much with my heart.
You can sell your picks if you're hitting, like, I'd say you can sell your picks if you're hitting, like, 70%, 65, 70%.
That's definitely enough.
Like way over 50. Come on, you're making money.
Yeah.
Like, if you're making money, if you're actually making money, you can sell your picks.
Yeah. All right, now we're going to fade into some random topics / questions. We already talked about briefly who we thought was going to win the NBA championship this year.
The Heat. We talked about the West. We didn't talk about the East.
All right, yeah. So let me hear. Who do you think is going to... Just give me the conference matchups. The Western Conference and the Eastern Conference matchup.
Okay.
We'll start with the East.
East. Bucks, Heat.
Do you think the Heat are going to put together a run?
Yeah.
Who's that guy that played at Kentucky? He's a dog.
Tyler Hero.
Yeah.
But Bam Adebayo.
Oh, yeah. He's a bucket, too.
Old teammate. Yeah.
I forgot about him.
I think the Heat are going to take them in, like, 6 or 7. It's going to be a long series. And then...
But the Bucks win? Or the Heat?
No, Heat win.
Heat go to the finals?
Yeah. They play defense.
Dude, thumbnail this real quick.
Yeah.
That's a big-time call right there. I don't hate that. I like gutsy calls on the Michael Moore show.
I like the Nuggets versus the Lakers. And if the Nuggets are healthy, LeBron's going to disappoint. I really think LeBron's going to disappoint. Me and Mark talked about it. LeBron has no excuses to win a title. If you look at his role players around him, no excuse this year. I mean, before they talked about Cavs, he had excuses.
Yeah.
This year, no excuse.
No excuses.
I mean, if he wins this year,
he was supposed to.
He's supposed to win.
Yeah.
I'll consider him closer to being the GOAT.
I just think it depends on how he goes about it if they do win. Like if
AD is the points leader, rebounds leader,
Yeah,
and block leader.
But it's
and
going to come down to who wins that. Like if they win the finals and he wins finals MVP, that's just going to catapult him that much closer to Jordan. But if
they play Giannis, if they would play Giannis, that's where.
That's a bold take though. The Heat, I kind of like that.
And I think like if the Nuggets are completely healthy, I think I'll take the Lakers. Lakers Heat.
That'd be an interesting matchup.
Heat win. I got the Heat, man. They're young, but Jimmy Butler's gonna pull something together.
I don't hate that.
They got Andre Iguodala. He makes it there.
I'm going Clippers, Lakers in the Western Conference Finals. I just think the two powerhouses make it through there.
Battle of LA.
And then I'll say Bucks. I kind of want to say Bucks Sixers, but I don't think that's happening.
See, the West is strong, or the East is strong. The Raptors, the Heat, like the top six, they're strong.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say Bucks Sixers, Bucks winning 5, and then Lakers Clippers. Lakers winning 6, and then between the Clips and the Bucks, or the Lakers and the Bucks, I say the Lakers get it done in 6.
Taking that plus 200 bet.
Where?
They're plus 200 right now.
The Lakers?
Yeah, for the finals.
See, I don't really like messing with future bets too much because I make a bunch of future bets at the start of the season. Like I got money on LeBron winning MVP, Giannis winning MVP, and Kawhi winning MVP. I made all those back in July because I was like, dog, one of those 3 are bound to win. So that's almost a hit because it's either going to be Giannis or LeBron. So, so I'm psyched about that. But honestly, the future bets that I usually do don't pan out. So I kind of just like to wait for the game.
I want to do series by series bet once the playoffs come out.
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's just so much fun. Like, it makes the game so much more interesting. Like,
that's why I like, because I never have a team. That's why I do Draftkings. So, like, you're just rooting for players. Like, give me points.
It's so much more fun to watch like that. Like, that's why I say, like, if I'm ever, like, just so bored or something, just throw a little money on a game. Even if it's baseball or something like that.
That's why I did say, I put it on like some Dragons game, like put $4 into it.
Yeah, it's like you have no clue what's gonna happen, but it's just like you get hit with a quick rush of adrenaline, and you're like, dude, this
especially
is nice.
if you win.
Especially if you win. Shout out Derek Brunson, landed me at plus 320 the other night, big time right there. That's a little UFC talk. But all right, another random topic / question that I have for Ben is, and now we're gonna start talking about his basketball career. That's gonna be the remainder of the podcast. Yeah, snipe it, roll the picture. All right, my second question for you is what is your favorite basketball game that you've ever played in? What were the stats and who'd you play? Where was the game? Was it a tournament? Give me all the details.
So the most recent one in my mind was like for high school senior year was definitely when we beat Battlefield. Like I think I had like 20-something points, but like me, Evan, and Buck were all cooking, and like we were supposed to get cooked. Like they had quote-unquote Division I players and stuff like that, and we're way undersized. So, I mean, we just came out and we cooked them. We cooked them by 20 at their place. At their place, man. They were hurt.
You said Battlefield?
Yeah, Battlefield.
Let's go,
and then, even then South County. I didn't have a lot of points, but that was playing my old AAU teammate who plays at Vanderbilt now, and we beat them. Or no, I think we did. Or it was a close game, something like that. But maybe we won, but that was just one good game. Like, James went off, and it was just like, it felt like a championship, like, atmosphere game. Like, they said, like, they won the state title that year, and they were still like, that's our best game of the season, and we didn't even make it to states. But, yeah, definitely those 2 games stick out. And then college one, even though I was, like, sitting out this past year, or I was sitting on the bench, but we beat a number 4 team in the country.
Dang.
And we were trash. We were like, we hadn't won a game, we were 1 in like 6, and we just came out hitting the ball right, hitting shots.
Were the boys buzzing after that one?
Yeah, we were pretty hyped on the bench. It was fun.
Was that a home game?
No, we were in Ohio, man.
Dang.
Yeah, during Christmas.
Yeesh. Yeah. No Christmas rest for the boys.
Yeah, hung them up after that though.
True. Honestly, it's a good time to hang them up. Right around Christmas time.
Yeah, got the extra winter break.
Yes, sir. I don't hate that. But yeah, I mean, real quick, those high school basketball games, too electric. I mean, me and the boys and like a whole group of people would just roll up to them. They were usually around like 7 o'clock because they would have JV playing at like 5:30, and then it would funnel into varsity. But man, I mean, those games were just so electric. Like we were saying off camera,
you should see how electric they were. So since my dad's became the coach this past year, man, they stormed Briarwood's court. They were down 20 at Briar. And Miss Windows just kind of gave her, like, her and Walu were supposed to hold them back. And, like, there was too many kids. They stormed the court on their court. Cool. And then in double OT at home against Riverside, we hit a game winner at the buzzer. And the kid gets, like, when you're on the wall where the records are and, like, those flags, so many kids rushed over that the flags were all the way up on the ceiling because there was so much. Yeah, dude. Like, the atmosphere now, like, it's crazy.
So, Stonebridge basketball is kind of tough?
Yeah, they're on the come up, man. Gotta get playing the right way.
Remember back in the day when we were in middle school and they had, like...
Camp.
Yeah, Wooten Camp, dude. Oh, yeah, we could literally do a whole podcast about Wooten Camp because you played at it, but you also, like, coached and ref.
Yeah, I refed and then coached, man. That was not good money.
Dude, but, like, that camp, like, defined me, dude.
Yeah,
like, that camp was so legendary.
Like, their goal is to make you your best week of summer, and you're, like, a middle school basketball player, man. Like, I can tell with my little kids now, like, it is their best week of summer, man.
Oh, dude, for sure.
Even at Frostburg, like, the food's trash, but the ice cream.
Yeah, I was about to say the ice cream machine, though. I was like, dude, there's some good things about Frostburg, though. And it's like...
The little fat kids would come out with the cones up
in the air. They come and be, like, spilling everywhere. But, dude, yeah, just kicking it with the boys, like... Because you would only play basketball, what is it, like maybe from like 8 in the morning
to 9.
To 9. You do like a couple drills, couple stations, games, practice, like team drills and all that stuff. And then you have lunch and then you come back and do it again. But then you're basically cut free at like...
7. It's 7. 7.
Yeah.
The evening fundamental, you're done.
Yeah, and no one's going to bed at a reasonable time.
I did the extra hour workout, so I didn't hang out in their rooms till late.
Yeah, dude. So you're just running around with your friends.
Dude, when we worked the camp under Wooten, we would work out at 5 a.m. and we would finish playing at 11, and no breaks because we're working. So it was 5 a.m. to 11, and then like you're with the boys, so like you're up till 2.
Yeah.
So we were working out a whole week.
That's
like
brutal.
3 hours of sleep, man.
Dude, when I was in middle school at those camps, I thought that the guys that worked at them, like the O'Connell players, like just in my eyes, they were like NBA players, dude. Because they're huge. Because O'Connell's a powerhouse basketball school, so like their players are like 6'6", 6'5".
They do though. Like Melo Trimble, my boy Xavier, he's at Pitt right now. He's gonna go to the league. So I mean,
how many people is O'Connell?
Kendall Marshall. I mean, they don't have many in the league. There's a kid on the Portland Trailblazers, Damian Lillard's cousin.
Dang.
He's on there. But
Damian Lillard's cousin is on the Trailblazers as well?
Yeah, he's on the G League, but that was his rookie. Yeah, I saw it on the Instagram, and I was like, I did not know he was related to him.
Dang.
But yeah, there's a lot of good players. There's actually a kid, 2 kids at Radford who play, who I play with. Or I played with one of them, Lucas Jonkum.
Yeah.
The light skin kid, he's really, really good. Yeah.
There's a guy on the Celtics that played at Radford. He graduated
44, right?
Yeah, he graduated like 2014 and just never got his shot until like this past year. But then we had I can't think of his name, but there was a guy that graduated from Radford last year that is he tried out for like the practice team for the Wizards and the Celtics, but I don't think it ended up working. I think he's in the G League somewhere, but I'm not sure about him.
G League's good though.
Yeah, G League, it's getting more respect.
I mean, the kids coming in this year, the seniors from high school that are supposed to go to college, they chose the G League.
Oh, you just fly right into the G League?
Yeah. They're the team. They're a team. They're a South Cal team. So they're all gonna play together. There's a 7'3" Filipino kid, Jalen Green, dog, and then 3 other kids. And one kid from Virginia, Isaiah Todd, who Evan played with.
Do you think you should just be able to, like, do you think the one and done rule, should be done with?
No, I like the G League option better. I mean, like, I feel like your first year of college or your first year out of high school, you learn a lot and, like, learn to be on your own. So I feel like if you're going to the NBA one year, your travel schedule is going to be insane. Like, I mean, they do AAU travel schedules, but an NBA schedule, like, I was thinking about it the other day, man. I was just like, how do they play, like, traveling? Like, they say they wake up in, like, a new city every night and don't know where they're at.
Yeah, that's brutal. That does not sound sweet at all.
Unless you're like Lou Will.
Lou Will, he's a bucket. I like him and...
Catch him at the club, though.
Yeah, he was at the strip club. Yeah, I was he was at the strip club. He left the bubble for a minute, though. I don't think we didn't see it.
That's gangsta.
That really is, honestly.
Hey, that's how he plays good. That's what makes him play good.
That's like, who was the Dennis Rodman?
Yeah.
It's like he needs to get his thing off.
I can't believe they let him just go out for 36 hours and just like...
Yeah, I mean, as soon as they said that they like that Jordan and Jackson gave him the okay to leave, I was like, dog, there's no chance he comes back in 24 hours.
Who do you think parties harder, Radford or Dennis Rodman?
Dennis Rodman. Dennis Rodman at Radford. It's done right there. It's in the grave, honestly. I'm so pumped to
Who's
be back in
paying the
school.
bill?
Not Jordan. Not Pippin's ass either. No one's paying the bill, dude. He's sitting in that county jail for a day or two. All right, another basketball question that I have for Ben. Where is your favorite spot on the court to Yoss threes? Because like I
top
said,
of the key, man.
Top of the key?
Never best thing. Me and Mark rebounded for me 92 for 100 from the top of the key.
dang, when was this?
Probably like senior year, going into senior year.
Dude, I swear I've always shot better in aux gyms.
This was main gym. But yeah, I don't like Stoneridge's aux gym, but like most aux, I like middle school aux gym.
Yeah, dude, middle school
aux gyms.
Yeah, middle school aux gyms is almost like too
Eagle
easy.
Ridges, that's where I've been working at Eagle Ridges, and it's just like I pull it from half court, like
Yeah, it almost feels like it's shorter. Like there's no is there a difference in the aux gym size in a middle school? And a main
court
gym?
size, yeah, it's just a couple feet though. So yeah, it's not too much though. A middle school main court is the same size as a middle school aux gym, and then 94 feet is a high school court. I think it's 84 feet, 10 feet short.
True. Dude, I remember just playing T2RBL house ball and playing all the games in the aux gym, and then if your team was good enough to get to the championship, you play in the main gym.
Of the high school, right?
No, you play in the, I think
They do the high school now.
Yeah, nowadays them kids are spoiled and they get the main gym at the high school. But yeah, I was just a big deal to play in the main gym of my own school. Because I went to Eagle Ridge, so it was just like, I don't know, it was big time though. Yeah, no kid really ever performed in the championship in the main gym. I felt like kids choked.
You want to hear something crazy? So one kid I coach, shout out Dom Rubino here. Sam Rubino, championship game for 2TRBL, 42 points.
No way, yo! Shout out Sam for that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. When was this?
He was in 5th grade.
Dang, so that's not that long ago.
Yeah, 2 years. I mean, it was a year like
Because he's going into 8th, right?
7th.
Or he's going into 7th.
Yeah, dude, those kids are insane, man.
I saw his Instagram the other day. I don't think he put it up the other day, but he totally shook a kid just with a simple hezo.
Dude,
He literally just hesitated on the kid, and the kid collapsed.
Yeah, dude, those kids, he's gonna go to Stonebridge. He's gonna break a lot of records.
He's gonna be big time there.
Yeah, he'll break my 3-point record. He might break the in-game scoring record.
So he's a shooter?
He's everything, man.
Dude, I'm gonna have to come out. Shout out Sam for that.
Yeah, come out to a practice.
That's big time. Does he play AAU?
Yeah, so that's why we coach him in AAU, the team attack that me and my dad run. But dang, I'm catching a cramp.
Yeah, but my legs always cramp. I didn't say anything like 10
I've been
minutes
working
ago.
out today.
10 minutes ago, I was in the same thing to my left leg. But dude, that's sick though.
Yeah,
Sam,
man, those kids, really good kids. So definitely.
And he's a legend. You know what I mean? Like he's a good kid too. Like
Yeah,
you
really
said.
good family too.
Great family. Yeah, I love the Rubinos. Okay, another basketball related question. What is your most memorable trash talking game, and who was it against? Like how did it go down? How did the game go?
So I would say my most memorable trash talking, not from a game, was
Yeah, it doesn't have to be from a game.
Definitely from James, man.
Luigi?
Me and James used to work out every morning for like 3 years straight, and man, I don't think he won once.
Oh,
And I would give it to him.
buzzed.
I would give it to him, man.
dang, y'all trip each other too.
Yeah. Oh, dude, no fouls. But then last year when we got back from school, he brought me to the barn, and we played him, and he's like, "I want to see where you're at, man." Oh, we played 7 points a round from 5 spots. He made it. I think it was 35 to maybe like 10.
Dang.
And hey, don't cap. This is true. This is true,
Yeah,
James.
don't cap. We hate capping.
Put something in the comment, James.
Yeah, feel free to comment something, son. That's yeah, dude. I mean, I can see you guys going at it. 'Cause you guys have been boys forever, so it's not like there's no hard feelings. But like that's the best when you and a homie are just going at it.
Yeah, that's how we got better, was just playing with each other.
Yeah, for sure. And he's scrappy on defense too.
Yeah.
Like that was his thing. I mean, from what I remember, that was his thing.
Little
Like,
Chihuahua.
little Chihuahua. Yeah, there you go. I don't hate that.
Little Bart.
I don't hate that. His dad's legendary too. He comes from a legendary
Big Dave,
family.
Yeah.
Dude, Dave's a sav. Yeah, he took me to a Gonzaga DeMatha basketball game last winter. Coldest high school sports I've ever been to. Sporting event.
He actually brought me to my first DeMatha game, and it was DeMatha Gonzaga on ESPN, where like
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was the Grant brothers, Quinn Cook, Chris Jenkins, the guy who hit the shot from Villanova, like the buzzer beater for the championship. Nate Britt,
He was playing?
Yeah, he played. Nate Britt, who played at UNC, dude. I watched this game he played, man, and I didn't even realize. I was like, until like a couple years later, I was like, dude, that shit was on ESPN. Like,
Yeah, you've seen stars. Do you remember, was that game at DeMatha or Gonzaga?
DeMatha, man. Best high school gym in the country.
That's what I'm saying, dude. I had no clue what I was getting myself into. Like, because we went out to dinner before, and some of his friends were there. Yeah, with the Litos. Yeah. And he was just like,
hey,
like
isn't that Litos pizza
slap.
So much better?
Slaps,
the original Litos.
Yeah, we need one of those over here in Ashburn. But yeah, he was just building it up to me. He was like, yo, you're going to see some top tier high school basketball, and like the environment's going to be crazy. I was
Who'd
like,
you eat with? Anybody cool?
Yeah, I was about to get into that too. So a bunch of cool, like I didn't know at the time, but when we were leaving, I was going to go with James and his dad, but then his dad's friend was driving alone, and we were like a mile from the place, and he was like, you want to drive with my friend? So I said, yeah, sure. Long story short, I'm talking with this guy in the car. Turned out to be Christian McCaffery's uncle.
Billy McCaffery. He coached me in AAU, man.
Yeah, dude, he went to play out at Duke.
Yeah, so
legend.
He moved to this area, and James's mom is from Allentown, and so is he. And his family, it's Christian McCaffery, Ed McCaffery, and then Billy. And then the sister's like a U.S. soccer player.
That's what he was saying.
Yeah, dude, like really, like most athletic family ever, actually.
And he was so humble, too, because like when he started to talk about...
So he played with Leitner. On the Final Four, but then he went to Vanderbilt and was a 2-time All-American.
Yeah, but he won the championship in '92, I think it was.
He's a quiet guy, right?
Yeah,
watch his game film. He's not
I gotta
quiet guy.
Yeah, dude, because when we were talking, he told me he played at Duke, and then I found out that he won the championship there, and then he was like, yeah, I got a bunch of, runs in my family. He was like, athleticism, like, runs in my family. And I was like, oh, you got anyone else that plays professional sports? And he was like, you know the Panthers? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, Christian McCaffery. He was like, that's my my nephew or whatever.
So humble, dude. Just a nice guy.
Legendary. That's
funny, dude. Small world.
Small world. That's what I'm saying. And you say he just moved out here?
No, he's been out here. He's like freshman. Yeah. His parents were living in the old folks community by One Loudon.
Oh, I know. Ashby Ponds?
Yeah. No, not Ashby Ponds. The other one. It's a little bit bigger. It's actual homes.
All right. I'm sure if I saw it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. But, man, some good basketball talks right there. We could definitely do another podcast just talking about Wooten basketball camp or going more in depth about some of those stories. And we actually played basketball. I don't know if we played against each other because we were a year apart, but when I played AAU, we probably did play against each other.
I know. If you were on Flex, I played against you.
Yeah, because I was on Flex for 4 years or something like that. So we definitely played against each other, but we'll save those
Yeah, we
talks.
took a lot of L's back in the day, man.
Flex?
Yeah, from Flex.
Oh, Flex took many L's. Flex took many L's.
Anush or
Ayush
used to give us bugs.
He was a
and
bucket.
Miles Lattimore, he's super tough.
Yeah. He plays at Stony Brook, right?
Yeah. Or no, I think he just transferred to Buck now.
Okay. I don't hate that.
He was getting buckets, so like he had to go to a higher conference.
Yeah, dude, I remember. Flex was honestly just so classic. But we'll save some of those talks. I would like to do another podcast with Ben sometime in the future and go more in depth, especially about Wooten, because some of those stories and him working there, so he had a little backstage access, you could say. But we'll save that for another day. We're gonna round it up though with a little bit of stock talk. Haven't done it in quite some time. But Ben is a pretty big investor himself. Just recently got into it, 6 months ago, 8 months ago?
Yeah, just like the start of the virus, really. Got some money. Gotta start saving somehow.
Exactly. You gotta start making it. I mean, scared money don't make money. Remember that.
Gotta let your money work for you. You shouldn't work for your money.
Yeah,
let your money work for you. Rich Dad Poor Dad.
100%. Yeah, Rich Dad Poor Dad, dude. That was the first book I read that was investing related. That's my recommendation to everyone.
He got a YouTube channel. It's pretty good too.
Rich Dad Poor Dad's got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I don't hate that. I'm about to start The Millionaire Next Door as my next book in a week.
I need to start reading.
Yeah, honestly, I don't read that much, but I mean, I try to just at least make a couple times a week to do it.
100 pages a day, hopefully. I won't do that.
Well, 100 pages a day is pretty cold. If you're doing 100 pages a day, you're some sort of advanced reader. Because, I don't know about that. I mean, sometimes I'll read and, I have to read over it again because I'm thinking about different stuff while I'm reading.
I can't even read TikToks before they scroll to the next one, man. It just...
I know, they're so fast, dog. They're so fast. But, all right, the stock question that I have for Ben is what's a company that you think is going to be pretty big in the next 5 years? They could already be kind of big now, but you think they're really going to take it to the next level?
The Apple split is huge. And then I like Alibaba. Alibaba's sitting at
It's 210?
262 right now.
Yeah,
but once it hits 300, it's just gonna start bouncing to 5. It's the Chinese Amazon, and the market cap's higher. I'm pretty sure the market cap's higher than Amazon. So if it's in China, it's just only gonna be bigger, and they do it globally. So
the thing is I found out
that one's gonna my dad's retirement. That's what he's just banking on.
Yeah,
Alibaba, man. I had it earlier, but then I sold it for Sorrento, which. still get Sorrento. Really, that's gonna be a big stock. It's a COVID spit stock.
Yeah.
Or you like spit tests. So it's pretty cool.
I would say about Alibaba, they seem like the most reliable Chinese company. But bro, these Chinese companies, like, they lie about their financials.
Someone told me they invested. Or was it you who did the tea? Or no, I think
No, it was coffee. It was Loving Coffee. Yeah, Corrado, and I did it. But I was doing that one for like 7 months before any of that happened, and then that like started to happen, but I was already out of it at that point.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, yeesh, bro. Like, if you guys don't know, yeah, Luckin Coffee, they were a new coffee company, and they were just founded. I want to say it was like November 2018 or something, not long ago. And but they were just throwing up stores one after another. Like, they were making like 1,000 new stores like every month, which is just like, which seems impossible. But like, no one was saying anything about it. Their financials were just through the roof, and for a new company, like, that's pretty rare.
Did they even have stores?
No, they did. They did have stores, but they had lied about so much stuff, and it literally all came out on like a year and a half or like a year and some change after them going public. Yeah, it all came out that it was just BS. So they basically cleaned house. They got rid of the CEO. They got rid of basically everyone in management.
Did you see the dude who like defrauded his like small business loans? And he got like $3 million and just started buying like Lambos and stuff, and then just 20 years in prison.
Hate to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think your dad's honestly onto something with the Alibaba.
He's been in it for a while, dude. It's
yeah,
it's a strong stock. I mean, 262. It's gonna. I think like the long term, like
long term,
5 years, it really has the potential to be like $1,000 stock.
Yeah, I would say 5 years. It definitely has potential.
And then Kevin, if you know like Shark Tank, Kevin O'Leary, he made ETF, so like an index kind of fund, like just consistent growth, but it's like Alibaba, Shopify, Tesla, cool. Amazon, like all into one thing. So like it's gonna consistently grow if you just keep your money in it long enough.
Yeah, I would say, I mean, if Tesla keeps running up, because if you look at their charts, obviously they're two different companies. Excuse me, I keep on burping. But is NIO, because if you just look at NIO's chart and Tesla's chart, go 5 year, carbon copy. It's almost like looking at a crypto chart. They're literally all the exact same. So if Tesla continues to spike, I think NIO will continue, and it's only $12.
What do you think Tesla could go to?
Oh, I think it's a bubble right now. I think it's going to go back down to like 900 to 1,000 in the next couple months. I mean, but the ceiling.
Some lady who's like a big, like very like certified, she said it's $7,000.
That's cap. That's not happening.
She runs like a bigger fund than
yeah, maybe in a couple years, but like I would say the
yeah, but like once they start making more than 3 cars, like
I mean once they start,
they just don't have selection really.
Yeah, well, and like you said, once we get further in time, the cost of like the reselling cost of the cars that are tough now.
And they'll never pay for ads.
Yeah, never, bro.
Elon's Twitter fans.
Yeah, dude, Elon's a dog on Twitter.
I can't believe the dude got hacked. He hacked it.
Who hacked it?
Some dude hacked all the Twitters and said Bitcoin, like I'll double your Bitcoin off like Obama's Twitter.
Dang.
Elon Musk.
That boy's
it was a 17-year-old kid.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
dude, people can get into anything. Like when I went to Eagle Ridge back in the day, there was this kid that was in my grade, and this was in like 6th grade. Like as soon as I got in there, he hacked into the school website, and he was just changing all sorts of stuff on the main page. Like he typed all sorts of vulgar stuff that I probably shouldn't be repeating, but yeah, brutal, honestly. But these kids are wizards.
We won't say his name though.
I honestly don't remember the kid's name. I truthfully don't. If I did, I probably would have said it. But yeah, dude, some of those kids are just, if you can get into that type of stuff, like software developing, and
you make a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean that's like information technology is definitely like the future in terms of like if you want to make a lot of money. But that's a lot of work. You know, that stuff's not meant for everyone to learn. But I'm taking my first information technology class this semester.
Yeah,
so I should probably get beaten up by that.
I've been trying to start coding.
Yeah, coding looks sick, and there's a lot of good apps you can download just on your phone that will teach you how to do it. But should we wrap this one up? I mean, we rolled for right around 40 minutes. It was a phenomenal episode, my homie. Real quick, follow him on Instagram at BenKling22. Make sure to check out my social medias: Instagram, Mike M Show, Twitter, Mike M Show 1, Facebook, Michael Mar Show. Available everywhere. All the platforms are below in the description. If you're watching on YouTube, please like, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family, do all that good stuff. Today was Wednesday, August 5th, 2020, Season 2, Episode 26. It's past 9 p.m., so this is, I think, the latest podcast I've ever done. But thank you very much for joining me, Ben.
Sliding out.
Solid episode. You got anything? Any final shout-outs, closing statements you want to give to anyone? Take the mic. Take the mic, son.
Hi, Mom.
Shout out to mom.
Shout out, Mom, man.
Yeah,
shout out, Mom.
That's the one shout out we need to hear. But yeah, guys, thank you very much for listening or watching, whichever one you did. I'm your host of this show, Michael Marr, and as always, stay clean, stay safe, and stay tuned.
Right now, Lily Court, it's a little court, RP, RP 24. I can make cool 50 can, let's 24 out.